The job suits me perfectly. I honestly did not know it would work so well when I came into it 3 years ago, but I get to exercise my abilities in performance and in public speaking and in retaining knowledge and having to spit it back out in a way that people will understand and will want to listen. When people ask me what I do, I try to be, cool about it, but there's always the response, "Whoa, you work at the zoo?" I really like telling people where I work, though I try to be humble about it. When you come down the hill, you come into the zoo, you're submersed in River Valley. You can come to the zoo and spend the whole day here and not even realize that you're in the city. People don't know that just down the hill there's Siberian tigers or there's an Asian elephant. And when you come in, the new entry plaza that's been renovated, it's this huge area. There's a miniature little spray park, and there's Wild Earth Cafe, so there's people sitting outside having a coffee or a muffin. Now you've paid your admission, you enter the zoo, hopefully with a map, because it gets a little twisty and turny. So you can walk into an area where you have about 8 different birds of prey. You basically walk through and you get a full-on bird of prey education. There's the carnivore area as well, serval cat, lynx, the Arctic wolves, the snow leopard, and of course the Siberian tiger. So you really kind of do one walk. Sato Center is all the indoor animals. So we have a reptile wing, the nocturnal wing, and it's just a really good area to walk around and you get lots of animals in a short time. And of course, there's Lucy the Asian elephant that lives here. Though she does have a house, she is not often in there because she's out walking, and that's pretty cool, where you're watching an animal and you look up and there's this huge Asian elephant behind you. That's pretty special. Not a lot of people know that the elephant goes out on a walk and you can see her and you can hear her. You can smell her sometimes too. The zoo it's kind of like my classroom. The fact that the zoo has such experiential learning, I think it would be hard for me to find a better place for me to teach. In a way, I'm kind of a walking exhibit. It's called roving interpretation. So I'm roving around, looking for people. With the zoo, we like to get closer. They can see it up close and they have the opportunity to touch it as well. Being able to touch a snake for a lot of people is education right then and there. They touch it and they realize, hey, it's actually not slimy. And people, again, seeing an animal outside of an enclosure, just right in front of them, education is just flowing. And there's something very special called Zoo School. Teachers will sign up their class and they come for a full week of animal education. Basically, we're training them to be little mini animal scientists, and they get a really intimate experience at the zoo. They feel like a certain ownership and an emotional connection to the animals at the zoo, and it's a pretty inspiring week for them. They see something that it blows their mind, whether it's the animals and they see them up close. There are kids that go so mushy and so happy, even adults. Sometimes it just totally opens up their eyes, which is what we want. The zoo is that kind of place where you leave and you're that much smarter and you didn't even know it. It's an overwhelming sensation. I know what I'm doing is, even on a super small scale, it's making a difference. I leave the zoo and I'm like, I'm satisfied. Okay, Lucy, are you ready to meet your fans?